This is why you should never go on a subway again. So what happened is that one night, a teenage girl was taking the subway home from work back to her house in New York. Scary part is when she went on board, she sat directly across from two men with a woman sitting in the middle. The creepy part is that the woman kept staring at her and wouldn't even blink, while the two men never once looked at her. Well, at the next stop, a man with a trench coat walked in, but the girl didn't pay much attention to him. The girl kept trying to look away so that one lady wouldn't stare at her, but she just kept looking, wouldn't even blink. Well, at the next stop, that random man with the trench coat pulled out the teenage girl and dragged her out of the subway. She was screaming, asking for help because she had no idea why this guy just pulled her out. But the guy told her to calm down and said he actually saved her life because the woman that was staring at her was actually dead, and the two men next to her were holding her up to make her look alive. The random guy with the trench coat said if he didn't pull her out, she was going to be their next victim.
Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew, Part 5. Despite if you're using incognito mode, Wi-Fi routers actually keep logs of what websites you visit, and the owner of the router can check this whenever they want. So hopefully you don't have anything to hide. A woman in Russia had a shit ton of twins, triplets, and quadruplets with the same man, totaling to 69 children. Nice. Tarantulas taste like shrimp. According to some cannibals, the most delicious part of the human body is the eyeball, and they especially like licking them. The skin on your lips is the same skin that's on your butthole. Dolphins sometimes bite off the head of a fish and masturbate into the decapitated body. A bubble caused by false vacuum decay could be growing through our universe right now, destroying everything it touches, and we would have no idea because it travels at the speed of light. 2020, please no.
There's something terrifying going on at Chuck E. Cheese right now, and I'm gonna explain it to you. So we all know about the game Five Nights at Freddy's, right? It's a game based around a restaurant that's pretty much like a Chuck E. Cheese where the animatronics come to life and wreak havoc on all the guests there. But what if I told you this was possibly happening in real life right now? Just 2 days ago, 5 children have gone missing inside of a Chuck E. Cheese, and the parents reported a weird smell from the inside of the building. And then just like Five Nights at Freddy's, someone that worked the late night shift actually got killed after hours. Now these are all pretty weird, but here's the kicker right here. Check out this headline. Night shift workers from Chuck E. Cheese claim strange movement from animatronics post hours. So I don't know, what do you think about this? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? And I mean, with 2020 and everything going on, like, I wouldn't be shocked if it was real.
I only had to follow this emergency protocol in real life one time, and it was terrifying. Whenever we would do dives, training dives in active waterways, we used spotters that would try to stop boats and ships from driving over us and running us over. Because believe it or not, you can totally get run over by a boat, even if you're like 20 feet down, because the boat goes pretty far into the water. And so normally, these spotters would stop and divert traffic and we'd be fine. But occasionally, including this one time, the boats or ships wouldn't see the spotters, they wouldn't be able to stop them, and they would go into the training area. And they don't know that we're underneath them. And so the spotters would start lobbing these grenades into the water that were harmless but made the same sound, and they were trained to throw as many as you can and continuously do it so that the divers hear all these explosions, and it means it's not safe to go to the surface, turn around and go straight down as deep as you can go and wait. And we did that, and this massive ship goes over us.
Not so fun facts to completely ruin your day. Every 30 minutes, your body produces a cancer cell, but your immune system is pretty good at just eliminating it. But it's very possible that in the next 30 minutes is the one time your immune system slips up and now you have cancer. Every year, chiropractors kill more people than sharks do. Serial killer Richard Chase, also known as the Vampire of Sacramento, said that he took any unlocked door that he found as an invitation to come inside. Lock your fucking doors, people. I just wanted to say that I'm almost at 500,000 followers on Instagram, so if you don't follow me yet, go follow me now. I also posted a new YouTube video giving my honest opinion on other TikTokers, so go check that out.
You're about to hear one of the most disturbing stories on the internet. Kiplin Kip Kinkle was a troubled boy who was always frustrated and anxious in school. By the 8th grade, he was hiding guns in his bedroom, shoplifting, and was caught ordering books on how to make bombs. On May 20th, 1998, in Springfield, Oregon, he was arrested and expelled from school when they found a stolen gun inside his locker. When he returned home after the interrogation, he pulled a gun out of his collection and killed both of his parents. Then he simply ate dinner and just went to bed like nothing happened. The next morning is where things get ridiculous. He brought his entire gun collection to his school and opened up fire, shooting 27 students.
Scary Statues Caught Moving Part 1. Now this man was in church when he caught this. Did it just move? Now some churches are known to come up with deceiving ways to make their statues move in order to get more visitors coming to their church. So do you think it was an animatronic? Check this one out though. Yeah, very creepy. So do you think these are real signs from God? Paranormal experts and video experts studied this video and concluded that there was no editing done. I'm scared. Like this video if you want a part 2.
Here's why you should never go on the world's tallest water slide. In 2014, in Kansas City, the world's tallest water slide, the Verricht, was opened at Schlitterbahn Water Park. The Verricht has a 168-foot drop, which then shoots you up a rise on the slide and then descends another 50 feet into a pool. The combined speed of the 17-story drop and the water jets caused the ride to have a 400-pound weight requirement to keep it from going airborne. In 2016, 10-year-old Caleb Schwab was planning to ride the Verricht with his 12-year-old brother Nathan. Due to the weight requirements, the two were separated, and Nathan went first while his brother Caleb was seated with 2 older women. But witnesses reported that their weight did not meet the requirements. At some point after the 168-foot drop, Caleb was thrown from the ride and hit one of the metal rings supporting it at nearly 70 miles an hour. Reports say that the 10-year-old had a fatal neck injury and was decapitated, while his 12-year-old brother witnessed the incident and screamed hysterically. Days later, the park announced that the ride was closed and was scheduled for demolition.